Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. I almost jumped to 2024. 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is: wherever I stand, I bring cosmic divine love to that place. Skipping this next year. That's interesting. Well, today we have Venus square Uranus. The good news is that Venus and Uranus are squaring early in the morning hours, 4 a.m., so we're getting the peak of it out of the way. That being said, this square is at master degrees, 22 degrees, which means it's a master lesson, and master Uranus lessons can push some buttons. But a really interesting energy came through as I was sitting with this energy, as I was sitting with this astro. The universe is such a conundrum. So, I love quantum physics. I think it's so fascinating how everything is entangled, entwined, connected. And one thing that is beautiful and frustrating is that anything in the world is affected by how other things can look at it. But like I said, our universe is a conundrum. It does interesting things. And we can be so strong in our thoughts, in and of ourselves, that negative thoughts don't necessarily have to affect us. And that's one of those interesting things. Everything is affected by how it's seen, and yet you can be so strong in your knowledge of your divine self that you are not swept away by these intruding energies. And that to me feels like a really personal, deep lesson for this Venus square Uranus energy. I am somebody who has a lot of my life felt very sensitive to others' thoughts, and yet I have been learning, Leo Moon, I have been learning how to, Leo Moon, Chiron and Taurus, how to stand strong in my personal worth, the being of me, the divine being of me. So that brings up those worth things, those worth pieces in this energy. The Rumi verse that influenced our energy mantra and even some of this message is: wherever you stand, be the soul of that place. Because you are. Wherever you're standing, you're the source of that place. You bring that source energy. You bring that cosmic energy. You bring that divine love to that place. But we forget, and we get puny in ourselves, and our own thoughts and our own shenanigans going on can tear us down. Now, this Venus square Uranus energy is also bringing up a lot of relationship stuff. A lot of challenges in relationships. So again, the good news is this is moving on. The other news, I don't know if I'm going to call it anything other than the other news, is that Venus is going to make a third pass of this square with Uranus. This is the second one. So this is an important lesson. Anytime we have like multiple passes over something, this is important. It's at a master degree. This is personal mastery. So a lot of times, relationship stuff is projections. Do I have the projections card? Oh, I do have the projections card. I pulled the cards and like sitting there. I'm like, oh, I bet the projections card is in there. Let's even see what else is in here. Okay. Yeah. Wherever you stand, be the soul of the place. And don't let those projections get you down, right? I think that there's a lot of projections flying. And it's personal lessons. It's insecurities, wounded inner children, and egomania that is popping up and not letting us see that divinity in each one. So if you are one of those who is struggling in relationship right now, rather than trying to see the divinity in this relationship, whether it's a family member, a romantic relationship, a friend, whatever, find it in you. Because as you find that divinity in you, you will start to shift. And as you start to shift, that is going to shift all of your interactions with everything around you. The more you can see the divine in you, the more that divine is projected, reflected to those around you. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you stay in a relationship or stay in a connection that is not currently balanced, right? It doesn't mean you stay. And yet, even as you don't stay, there's divinity in you, in the connection, and in the other. So just keep that in mind in this energy. Now, besides this Venus-Uranus stuff that we're going through, we have the moon finishing up in Taurus, and as the moon finishes up in Taurus, it will connect to Pluto. That's right around the time of this Venus-Uranus square. And so again, worth stuff's coming up. Now, some of this may pop up in your dreamscapes, so pay attention to how this may be showing up for you there. The moon then moves into Gemini at 6 a.m. Moon in Gemini is going to hype stuff up. Moon in Gemini is hopefully going to wake some things up. I've been so tired these last few days. Maybe because things have been a little intense. But Moon in Gemini is like a cheerleader for Leo season. So here comes the cheer. The moon in Gemini is going to square Saturn. It's going to question Saturn's law, Saturn's rule, and maybe today's one of those good days to question things. Sometimes we just need to question things. It's okay to question. It's okay to try to understand things on multiple levels. We also have Mercury and Jupiter connecting. So it's a questioning day. Get into your divinity and then start questioning everything. And as you question everything, start questioning where you can find the divinity in everything. And just see how that shifts that projection energy and brings you back into the soul of the place. So as we question, I have a wolf. Oh, no, come say hi. There's a scramble. Say hi, wolf. Look at that annoyed face. Okay, she's done. Wolf is not a mahalo. Wolf is not like, I'll be on camera, but a nice little sighting is always good. Anyway, the questioning is going to take us beyond some of our illusions, some of our places where we've been missing seeing the divine reflection. I also have the intensity card. This could be the Gemini energy coming in, or this could be some of the challenges in this square. But recognize that when we have intensity, it is moving us closer to the light. Keep that in mind as we go through these astro transits, right? Here we go. Just keep on moving towards the light, walking each other home. So that's it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And remember who you are. Cosmic, divine love beings. Namaste.